Guys, it's day 7, so you know what that means. We have but in a minute, we would have completed our first full week of journaling. Who's been keeping up with it? I know a few of you have been messaging me, so I am very grateful to hear how it's been going for you. This is a big deal. And for anyone who hasn't seen any of the other days, this is day 7 of our 21-day challenge, and you can just catch up. The videos aren't that long. It's huge. We're on day 7. So, are you ready? Little reminder, we are in the business of writing our life right now. That sounds like a tongue twister. But I just want this challenge to give you the opportunity to spend some quality time with yourself, writing, reflecting, and pondering on things that we might never have done before. So, get your journals, write today's date, and write where you are and how you're feeling. Stop to ask yourself, get rid of all the thoughts in your mind, and really check in and see how you're feeling. Then, write down one thing that you're grateful for over the past 24 hours, or that happened within the past 24 hours. An attitude of gratitude is one of the best things you can have. And that's why I want you to always start a journal prompt with thinking about something you're grateful for, because life isn't always roses, you know? There are days that are difficult, and there are some days that are much harder than others. But if we can just spend a few minutes thinking about some of the goodness that is around us, within us, happening, then it can really help to shift our perspective, and it's needed. So do write that down, one thing you're grateful for. Mine is flowers. I'm grateful for flowers. I got some flowers yesterday, and although I was absolutely shattered and couldn't really do much with them, today I spent some time separating them, cutting them, trying to be a bit of a gardener slash florist. And I really enjoyed it. It made me feel really uplifted, seeing the colours and, just making that commitment inside to try and keep them alive as long as possible was really uplifting for me. So I'm grateful for that. Now, for today's unique prompt, this one's quite long-winded, so I hope I word it right. On the journal that I created for this challenge, I'm creating 3 of them, 1 per week. Go over to the orange room and get it if you want it. Link in bio. I hope I say it just how I've worded it on there. But basically, what I want you to do is I want you to write about the thing in your life that you feel that if you could overcome it, a challenge, a difficulty, a block, what would give you the most relief? So if there was one thing that could leave your life or that you could overcome that would give you the most relief and the most, that kind of feeling, what is it? Another way to look at this would be, what do you think is the one thing that is stopping you from being your best self? So I'll give you some examples, because at different points in my life, some of these have been mine. So anxiety, for instance. If I was able to overcome anxiety, I still get anxious, and I still have days where I'm probably, being led by anxious thoughts. But there was a time when I was just a ball of anxiety, and at that time I needed it gone for me to see, all the possibilities in life, and for me to have peace. Another one could be if you aren't happy at your job and you feel like if you could get a new job or change your work hours or change something within your job, it would give you the most relief and then you'll be a happier person. I'm not saying that any of these are right, because I'm just coming up with ideas, but these are examples. You can have low self-esteem, low confidence, which can definitely block us. You could have someone in your life who you definitely need to separate from, but you're finding it difficult, and you just know that if you did, you'd be a better person for it. The list goes on. whatever comes to mind for you. And there might be more than one, but it'll be good to think about the main one, because then when you do, and when you can identify this, you can actually start to create some goals. And we can touch on this next week with some of the prompts that we have in our new booklet. Next week meaning tomorrow. But it's great for identifying what part of your life you need to work on. So yeah, I hope this does help you. I hope it helps you to be honest with yourself and to kind of feel quite firm about making goals, about deciding what you want to tackle, or setting some new intentions. As I said, we'll go into ways to do that in some of our upcoming prompts. But for now, have a lovely rest of your day.